This thing we call life. Feel
Yep.
more like I'm riding the waves of life, though.
Well,
Too many
those
waves.
come when you're floating.
Okay. Shall we? I guess we got advanced. Did Heather just pop in? Hi, Heather.
Hi, Katie. Hi, Wendy. Yes.
Okay, let's do some advanced yoga. We're
Love
very
it.
advanced.
Love it.
Let's
Love
go.
it.
Get going. I'll mute you. And let's just begin and see the meditation. So, comfortable seat if you're not already there. And I always like, you guys know, I always like to just move a little, wiggle a little, stretch out my body a little bit. Maybe you make some noises, you have some like groans or anything else that wants to come out. Mm. And then as you are ready, just find stillness. So sit up tall, feel into the length from the base of your spine all the way up to the crown of your head. Soften the muscles in your face. Let your shoulders relax down away from your ears. And just take these first few moments to find some grounding and find some presence. So, really allowing yourself to land right where you are, letting go of everything that you might have to do later today or everything that happened this morning. Just allowing yourself to feel whatever there is to feel right now. Just being very present with what is. Start to notice your own breath and start to make your breath bigger and deeper and more intentional. So start to even come into your ujjayi breath in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. And then as you connect to your ujjayi breath, let's start to move our torso. So inhale to bring your heart forward and over to one side, kind of lean, and then exhale to round and hollow out and lean over to the other side. So make these just nice little circles with your torso. Inhaling to come forward and to the side and exhaling to pull back and over to the other side. And do that a few times in this direction. And then go ahead and just switch and move the other direction. Slow, intentional, just feeling into the mobility of your spine and even feeling the movement in your pelvis, your hips. And then as you're ready, we'll take this movement onto our hands and our knees. So transition onto hands and knees. And you can try what I call barrel rolls with your torso. So you kind of let your belly drop and then you bring it up almost like you're jump roping with your upper body or making it into a jump rope. I'll take my sweatshirt off so you can see me better. So it looks like this. Kind of like that. And you can play with that, doing this in one direction and then the other. Or if you can't quite get this, you can circle your hips around. You can take some cat cows. And just feeling into, again, the mobility of your spine and even the movement of your hips and your pelvis. Then in your next few rounds, take it back into downward facing dog. So no need to rush, but eventually just curl your toes under and lift your knees, lift your hips, down dog. Once you're there, feel around in your down dog, pedal out your heels, walk out your dog, maybe give your head a little shake or a little nod. Find your strong foundation through your hands. And feel a connection to your strong core as well. So imagine your core is what lifts you up out of your hands, out of your wrists, out of your joints. So that invisible rope I always talk about attached to your belly button, it's pulling up and tugging back, lifting you up. Take one more inhale here into your down dog. And then as you exhale, let's gaze forward. Find your way to the top of your space, the top of your yoga mat, forward fold. Once you've arrived, come into a spinal extension. So lengthen, spine parallel to the ground. And exhale to release and let it go. Do that once more. Inhale to your halfway lift. Crown of your head reaches forward, tops of your thighs press back, spine parallel to the ground. And exhale, let it go. We'll take it all the way up this time. So come through your halfway lift, keep rising, arms overhead. And exhale, hands to your heart. All right, inhale, reach up and stretch. Exhale, slow dive all the way down and fold. Spinal extension, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank or modified plank. Inhale at the top of your push-up, push the ground away. And exhale to slowly lower. Inhale, lift your heart. Shoulders back and down, so back bend of your choice. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Just going to keep flowing. Take a big inhale. Lots of length. Exhale, look forward, step tiptoe or hop. Top of your mat. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Breathe in. Exhale, release. Let it go. And let's rise all the way up. Inhale, reach and stretch. Maybe gaze up. Hands to your heart. Exhale. One more time like that. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, slow dive. Halfway lift position. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank. Inhale to push the ground away. Come to your knees if you want. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, heart lifts. And downward facing dog. And exhale. All right. So let's pause here in our down dog. And inhale, take your right leg to the sky. Three-legged dog. Go ahead and open up your hips. So bend your knee, reach it out and up. Squeeze through your outer right butt cheek. You can stay here if you want. Otherwise, inhale. And as you exhale, right knee towards your left elbow or as close as you can come. Inhale back up, open that hip again. Exhale, right knee towards your right armpit or as high as you can get on your arm. Inhale, take it back up, open your hip one more time. And then exhale, knee towards your nose. Step forward softly. So you're in low lunge and then rise as you're ready to crescent lunge. Strong and stable through your legs. So your legs are your foundation. Make them strong, stable. Feel the structure of your strong foundation. Front hip draws back, back hip draws forward energetically. Little tone in your low, deep abdominals. Heart lifts, maybe your gaze lifts as well. Take one more inhale here as you reach up. And then with your exhalation, let's lean forward and bring our hands to our front thigh. As you push into your front thigh, draw navel to spine. So feel your core fire up here. Keep that connection to your center and lean forward, floating your back foot off the ground. So think of an uppercase letter T with your body. Try to create that. Your hips are still square. Press back with your back foot like you're stomping it on an invisible wall. If you want to, add some arms here. So maybe one or both arms reaches out, forward, back, up to you. You can even take prayer hands. Take one more deep breath, your personal fullest expression. And then at the end of your exhale, come back to crescent. So left toes back to the back of your mat. Arms reach up. Breathe in. Exhale, warrior two. Open up. So pivot your back heel down. Back foot is now parallel to the back edge of your mat. Your shoulders are stacked over your hips. And just breathe here for a moment as you settle. Let your front knee track towards your pinky toe. So really wrap your front butt cheek underneath your body. And then from this place, we'll move into reverse warrior. So front palm rotates up, and reach back, lengthening through your right side. Keep that deep bend in your right knee. Breathe into your right waistline, rib cage. Variations are welcome. So if you want to do something with this left hand, go for it. Take a couple more rounds just like this. And we'll move from a reverse warrior into a triangle pose. So come back to warrior two and then straighten your front leg. Sometimes I like to shorten my stance just the slightest, like an inch or two, not too much. And imagine your hips are now being pulled back as you reach forward. So reach, and then right hand towards the ground, left arm towards the sky. So be in triangle here for a couple of rounds. Feel that opening in your hips, opening in your heart. And then we're gonna transition into a balancing half moon. So you're welcome to use a block if you've got one at home. Bend your right knee as you reach your right hand forward, and your back foot floats up. So back leg strong, again, like you're stomping it on an invisible wall. Keep your heart open, your shoulders open, keep your hips open. Keep breathing, big spacious breaths. Couple more here. Soften around the pose. Soften your face, unclench your jaw. We're gonna meet back in warrior two. So see if you can come into warrior two softly and intentionally. Bend your front knee, step back. Once you are in your warrior two, now straighten your front leg again and parallel your feet. So all of your toes are facing the long edge of your mat. Take your arms to the sky, inhale here. And then with your exhalation, hinge at your hips and dive down. Wide-legged forward fold. You can go anywhere you want to go for about 5 deep breaths. So explore the pose in your way. Good job, you guys. Couple more rounds. You're going to exhale out your mouth at any time. And then come to a halfway lift position. Fingertips on the ground. So bend your knees as much as you need. Curl your hands to the top of your yoga mat. You're in low lunge. From your low lunge, set your back knee down gently. And then once your back knee is down, and feel free to double up your mat if you need extra cushion. We're going to unthread our right leg, take our right leg back behind us. So right leg is reaching back. Now take your left arm forward. You're in a spinal balance. Long, strong, powerful line. Take a big inhale as you reach and lengthen. And then elbow to knee, exhale, curl in, hollow out, empty out. Inhale, lengthen, re-extend. Exhale like you're moving through honey, slow and steady. Elbow to knee. Inhale, reach, lengthen. One more just like that. Exhale, all the way to emptiness. Push the ground away with your right fingertips. Inhale, reach. As you exhale, bend your right knee. Lift your heart, reach your left arm back. If it is available, grab the top of your foot or ankle. And then hug in with your inner thighs to protect your low back. Kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. So working the pose with gentle leverage. See if you can spread your toes even as you hold your foot in your hand. See if you can gaze forward rather than down. Take one last big spacious breath. And then very end of that exhalation, release, come back to spinal balance, reach and lengthen. Exhale, set everything down. You're in tabletop. From tabletop, gate your left leg out to the left. So extend your left leg out. Toes face forward, sole of your foot on the ground. Take your right arm out and up towards the sky. Inhale here. As you exhale, thread your right arm underneath you. Come down to rest on the outside of your shoulder and the outside of your head. You can work it however you want to. If you do not like having your left leg extended, you can just set your left knee back on the ground at any time. Take big intentional breaths into your back body, especially. So feel upper back, mid back, low back, all the way to empty with each exhale. Good job, you guys. Last couple breaths. If you happen to have your left hand lifted, set your left hand down. And then on an inhale, unthread your right arm, reach it out and up once more. Set your right hand down as you exhale. Pick up your left foot and reach your left leg straight back. Take your left toes off the right edge of your mat. Shift your hips over to the left as you gaze back over your right shoulder. Lengthening through your left side. Breathe into that length. Take one last spacious full body breath. And then bring it back tabletop. Take it back to your downward facing dog. Inhale as you push the ground away. And then exhale, look to the top of your mat, step or hop, forward fold. Spinal extension as you breathe in. Exhale, release and let it go. And then let's rise all the way up. Inhale, high mountain, big stretch. Hands to your heart, exhale. Okay, keep flowing. Inhale, reach up. Slow dive down. Let your breath guide you. Inhale to your halfway lift. And exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank. Top of your push-up, breathe in, push the ground away. Exhale, lower slowly. Inhale, peel your heart open, shoulders back and down. And take it back downward facing dog. All right, from your down dog, take your left leg to the sky, three-legged. And then open up your left hip, bend your knee, reach it out and up. Feel your outer left glute squeeze. You can stay here if you want. Otherwise, one more inhale here. And as you exhale, left knee towards your right elbow or as close as you can come. Inhale, take it back up, open your hip again. Exhale, left to left. Aim as high as you can on that left arm. Inhale, take it back up, open up. And then last one, knee towards your nose. Step forward softly. Rise slowly into crescent. So strong and stable through your legs. Tone your belly. Lift your heart. Lift your gaze. Be intentional with your gaze. Just feel whatever there is to feel here. Slow, intentional, deep breath. Ujjayi breath. One more inhale as you reach. And then exhale, bring your hands to your thigh. Lean forward, draw navel to spine. So you're not creating a back bend like this, opposite. Almost a little bit of rounding through your low back. And then keep that connection to your strong core. Lean forward, back foot floats up. Try to keep your hips square. So inner thighs face each other, right toes face towards the ground. Think of that uppercase letter T. If you want to, add some arms, one or both. Breathe big, intentional, spacious breaths. Your personal fullest expression of this pose in this moment. Last round. And at the bottom of your exhale, land back in your crescent lunge. Right toes to the back of your mat, arms to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Open up into your warrior two. So back heel pivots down. Back foot now parallel to the back edge of your mat. Track your front knee open towards your pinky toe. So really wrap your left butt cheek underneath your body. Soften your shoulders. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Front palm rotates up, reach back, lengthen your left side. Keep that deep bend in your left knee. Breathe into your left waistline, the space between your left ribs. If you want to do anything with this right arm, anything different, any variation you want to take, go for it. Take 2 or 3 more breaths in your reverse warrior. All right, and then we'll come back to our warrior two, set up for our triangle. So straighten that front leg. If you want, you can shorten your stance, but just the slightest bit, not too much. Imagine that invisible rope pulling your hips back as you reach forward. It's like you're getting pulled in two opposite directions, and then just tip it over. Left hand towards the ground, right towards the sky. Open through your heart, shoulders, open through your hips. Stay here for about 2 more breaths. And then from this place, we're moving into our balancing half moon. So remember, you can use a block if you've got one. You can also use a water bottle or anything else you've got at home. Reach your left hand forward and float your back leg up. Back leg strong, powerful. Back foot active. Stay open. Open through your hips. Open through your heart. Woo. Keep breathing. Big intentional breath. Slow intentional breath. See if you can lift your back leg a little tiny bit higher. Take one last round here. We're going to land back in warrior two. So if possible, soft landing. Bend your front knee and step your right foot to the back of your mat again. Once you've landed, straighten both legs. Parallel your feet. All of your toes face the long edge. Arms reach up. Inhale. And exhale. Dive down and fold. Hang out here for a few rounds, anywhere you want to go with it, anywhere you want to take it, any way you want to explore. Doesn't have to be what you did on the other side. Can be if you want it to be. Good job, you guys. If you are working somewhere, start to wrap it up. And then with your next inhalation, come to a halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. Crawl your hands to the top of your mat, low lunge. Once you're in your low lunge, gently set your back knee down. If you need extra cushion, use a blanket, hold the side of your mat. Take your left leg back behind you. So left leg is reaching back now. Take your right arm forward, spinal balance. Long, strong, powerful line. Reach actively from front to back. Take one more inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee, all the way to emptiness. Inhale, lengthen. Re-extend. Exhale, curl in and hollow out. Elbow to knee, all the way to empty in your breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale one last time. Elbow to knee, feel your strong core. Belly button draws in and up. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, half bow variation, right arm reaches back, left knee bends. Grab your foot or your ankle if you can, and then use that gentle leverage. Hug in with your inner thighs as you kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. See if you can look forward rather than down at the ground. So let your heart lift and open. Take one last huge breath. Very slowly and intentionally release your foot, re-extend. So long, powerful line, inhale, exhale, set everything down, back to a tabletop position. From tabletop, extend your right leg straight out to the right, toes facing forward, sole of your foot pressing down. Take your left arm out and up, inhale here. And then as you exhale, thread it underneath you. So reach, 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 gently come down to rest, outside of shoulder, outside of head. You can work it however you want on this side. Do what you want to with your right arm. If you don't like having that right leg extended, then just set your right knee back down, no biggie. Soften your face, your jaw, your forehead. Good job, you guys. If you do happen to have your right hand lifted off the ground, start to return it back to the ground. On an inhale, unthread your left arm, reach it out and up. Exhale, set your left hand down. Now pick up your right leg, reach it straight back. Right toes come off the left edge of your mat. Lean your hips over to the right as you gaze back over your left shoulder. So lengthening now through your right side body and breathe into all that length. Feel into it. So feel free to bend your elbows or even come down to one of your forearms. Bottom of your next exhale, back to tabletop, hands and knees. And then take it back to downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath, and if you want, give yourself a nice big open mouth sigh. Big inhale as you push the ground away. Exhale, look forward, step, tiptoe, or hop, top of your space, forward fold. Once you've arrived, come into your halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, release, let it go. And then rise all the way up, big stretch, inhale. Hands to your heart as you exhale. All right, inhale, reach up. Pause here, root down through your right foot and lift your left knee, so standing staff. Find your balance here, and then we're going to move into eagle pose. So as you're ready, left knee on top, left elbow on bottom. So wrap your arms, wrap your legs. If you can't get that wrap with your arms, you can grab the backs of your shoulders instead. Sit back. Most of your weight is in your right heel. Squeeze through your inner thighs. And with your arms, see if you can lift your elbows up and away from your chest. Breathe into the back of your heart. Take a couple more rounds, 2 or 3 more breaths. Imagine the energy of an eagle and invite it into your body. What does it feel like? Focused and alert, yet calm and relaxed. Next time you inhale, my friends, let's come back to standing staff. So unwind everything. Reach up, lift your left knee. If you want extra, extend your left leg forward. Breathe in. Exhale slowly into a low lunge. See if you can land with fingers and toes at the same time. The left toes back, hands come down to the ground. Once you're in your low lunge, bring your hands to the inside of your right foot. Walk your right foot out wide to the very width of your yoga mat. Bring your back knee down gently. Let your hips melt down as your heart lifts up. So imagine you're trying to lift your heart like you're in cobra pose. Try not to put too much weight in your hands. If you have a block, you could bring your hands to a block, get them a little higher. Let your hips move forward and down and send your breath into your left hip flexors, the front of your left hip. Don't let your right knee come forward of your ankle. So if it is, then walk your right foot further forward. Take about 3 to 5 more breaths. Softening around the hard edges. Very nice, you guys. One last big, huge inhale. If you want to, side out your mouth. All right. From here, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and then work your right foot back so you'll be in plank position. From plank, side plank, Vashisthasana, right hand is your base. Left arm reaches up. You're on the outer edge of your left foot. It can be stacked or staggered, or if you want to, you could put your right knee on the ground to modify. Maybe reach your left arm forward. Work the length of your left side body. Maybe float your left leg up, and as your leg lifts, lift your hips even higher. Good job, you guys. One last round, fullest expression. Slowly come back to plank. From your plank, come down to your forearms, forearm plank. We're going to hold our forearm plank for 5 deep breaths. Forearms parallel, palms face down, fingers spread wide, or you can modify with a tripod in your hands. Bring your hands together, clasping them perhaps. Draw your belly button in and up. Feel the strength in your core. Feel the strength in your shoulders. Even see if you can squeeze through the front of your thighs. Take a couple more rounds, big spacious breaths. Soften your face, unclench your jaw. Nice work. Bottom of your next exhalation, set your knees down, untuck your toes, set your hips down. Sphinx pose. So elbows are still under your shoulders, forearms are still parallel. Push down through the belly of your forearms and pull back like you're trying to drag your heart through your shoulders. Draw navel to spine so you feel a tone in your low belly supporting your low back. You should feel like your low back is nice and long. Sometimes I like to find a little neck stretch by bringing my chin to my chest and then moving my head side to side, drawing little smiley faces with the crown of my head. All right, and then as you're ready, just let it go. Relax down onto your belly for a moment. And on your belly, just kind of rock your hips side to side. Little rock back and forth as you breathe into your low back. Do whatever feels good with your arms. And then find your way in your next couple rounds back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, extend your right leg to the sky. Open up your right hip. Reach your right knee out and up. Perfect place to stay, or option to flip your dog if you want to. So right foot will step behind you, right arm will reach forward. Lift your heart, lift your hips, feel the strength in your back body. If you are with me in the back bend, one more inhale. And then exhale, everybody three-legged down dog, right leg extends high. So you can inhale to lengthen as you push the ground away. Exhale, step your right foot to the top of your space, low lunge. Root into your front foot, standing splits. So lift your left leg, active through your left toes, relax your neck, let your head hang heavy. If you want to, you can bring right arm behind right leg, hand behind ankle, forearm behind calf, elbow behind knee, and then use that as leverage. Press arm into leg, leg into arm. See if you can fold a little further. Keep reaching your left toes high. Keep breathing. Send your breath all the way up into your left toes. Last big inhale. Exhale, left foot comes down next to your right foot. Big toes touch. Keep a little gap in between your heels and then tuck and curl. Tiny little potato bug ball. You are more than welcome to keep your heels on the ground or press them towards the ground. That'll work ankle flexibility. Or you can lift them really high. That'll work strength and balance. You might even wrap your arms around your shins and give yourself a great big squeeze, great big hug. Really breathe into your back body here. And with your next inhalation, halfway lift, heels down, stick your butt out, realign your spine, lengthen. Exhale, bow and fold. And let's take it all the way up. Arms extend, inhale. And hands to heart. Exhale. Okie dokie. Inhale, reach up. This time, left foot is your foundation. Lift your right knee. So standing staff, flex your right toes back, find your balance, focus your gaze. Moving into eagle pose whenever you're ready. Right knee on top, right elbow on bottom. Wrap your legs, wrap your arms. Sit back, squeeze your inner thighs, tone your belly. Gaze right through your arms, lift your elbows up and away from your chest. Breathe into the back of your heart, that space between your shoulder blades. Sit a little bit lower with each breath. Just a couple more rounds in eagle. Stay balanced on your left foot. Come back to standing staff. So unwind your arms, reach up, lift your right knee if you want extra. Send your right leg forward. Try not to lean back. One more in-breath here. As you exhale, slow motion into low lunge. See if you can land again with fingers and toes at the same time. Once you've landed in low lunge, bring your hands inside your left foot. Walk your left foot out nice and wide, out to the width of your mat. Bring your back knee down gently. If you need extra cushion, put something under your back knee. And then let your hips melt down as your heart lifts. So try to do like a cobra with your chest. Try not to put too much weight in your hands. There's weight there, obviously, but try not to take the weight out of your legs by putting it all in your arms. Make sure this left knee is on top of your ankle, not in front of it. So not like this. Once you're doing this, all of the mobility is coming from your knee and ankle. So we want it to come into our hips. So keep your knee on top of your ankle. We'll be here for about 3 or 4 more rounds. All the way to empty with your exhales. Open mouth exhales, welcome at any time. Take one last big, great, giant, great big breath. And then at the end of that exhalation, plant your hands firmly, lift your back knee up, and take your left foot back to meet your right foot. You're in a plank position. We'll come into side plank. I have something going on with my left wrist, so I'm going to come down to my left forearm. You can stay up on your hand or whatever you want to do. You can bring your left knee down to modify if you want. Right arm to the sky. Lift your hips high and feel the strength in your left side. Oblique muscles, those abdominal muscles. Maybe your right arm reaches forward. Work that length in your right side body. Maybe your right leg even floats up. As your right leg floats up, lift your hips even higher. Where's your breath? Is it still there? What are you doing with your face? Take one last round. And then ever so slowly and intentionally come to a plank position. From your plank, we're going back into a forearm plank. So bring both forearms down. We'll hold here for 5 rounds of breath again. Make that number 11 on the ground, parallel forearms, or modify with a tripod. Draw navel to spine. See if you can feel the length in the back of your neck. See if you can feel the front of your thighs even squeezing. If you want to modify, knees can always come down. Soften where you can soften. Good job, you guys. Keep holding this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knees down. Untuck your toes. One more time. Sphinx pose. And this time, we're going to do it just a little differently. Walk your hands forward so your elbows are out in front of your shoulders. Press down, pull back, and imagine, well, not imagine, actually do it. Lift. I was going to say, imagine you could lift your forearms up, but actually lift your forearms up if you can, so they're just hovering above the ground, and hug your elbows in. Keep drawing your belly button in and up. Keep pulling back with your hands, so you're tractioning out your spine. Keep pressing down through your shoelaces and your pelvis. Take one more in breath. And release. Turn your hand to either side. Do whatever feels good with your arms. And again, just rock your hips side to side. If you want, you could also windshield wiper your shins side to side. Breathe down into your low back. In your next couple breaths, downward facing dog. Okay, from down dog, inhale left leg high. Open up your left hip, bend your knee, reach it out and up. Stay or flip. Left foot comes down behind you. Left arm reaches forward. Open through your front body. Feel the strength in your back body. Send your breath down into your belly. One last big inhale. Your abdominal wall is stretching. And then everybody 3-legged down dog, left leg extended high. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, step your left foot forward, low lunge. From low lunge, come into your standing splits. Lift your right leg up. Let your neck relax. Feel your strong core. Use it to lift you out of your leg if you want. Left arm behind left leg. And then press arm into leg, leg into arm. Work it a little deeper with each exhalation. Keep lifting your right toes. Keep spreading your right toes. Lots of energy flowing up into your toes. Last big inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhale, set your right foot down next to your left foot. Big toes touch, little gap in between your heels. tuck and curl, tiny little potato bug ball. So feel free to stay in this little potato bug ball or turn it into a toe stand. Put your knees straight forward. Bring your hands to your heart center, balancing on your tiptoes. If you want, you could also play with a crow pose and arm balance. Like I said, I'm having wrist stuff in my left wrist. I fell down the stairs and caught myself on my left wrist. So it's been bugging me for like over a month now. So I'm trying to let it heal. So I'm not going to do crow pose, but you're welcome to. You're welcome to play with it if you want. Hug in with your inner thighs if you're with me in this toe stand. Hug in with inner thighs, inner knees, inner heels. Last couple breaths. And then next inhalation, halfway lift. Realign. Exhale, bow and fold. Let's rise all the way up. Big full body stretch as you inhale. Hands to your heart center. Exhale. Keep going. Keep flowing. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, slow swan dive. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank. Inhale to push the ground away. Exhale, chaturanga. Lift your heart as you inhale. And then just sit back, child's pose. Knees can be together or apart or anywhere in between. A couple grounding breaths in your child's pose. From child's pose, rise up to your hands and your knees and find your way into a seat. All right, we're gonna take a seated hip opener. So you choose, I'll give you a few options. First option, left foot on the ground with your knee bent, outer right ankle, top of left thigh like this. So you can make this deeper by bringing your heel closer to your butt, bringing your legs closer to your upper body. Keep flexion through your toes and keep your ankles strong. So this is option one. Option two is double pigeon fire log pose. You want to make sure if you take this one that you're not like this. So not foot inside your calf, but outer ankle all the way up to the inside of your knee. Your shins are parallel to the front edge of your mat if you're facing forward. Your ankles are strong. If your right knee, your top knee, is up high like this, then you're just sitting up tall. If your knee is level with your hip, you can turn this into a forward fold variation. This knee has been bugging me, so I'm going to stay just sitting up tall. You can do whatever works best for you. We'll be here for about 5 to 7 rounds of breath. If you're in that first option that I gave, sometimes I like to rock my legs a little bit from side to side. Of course, you could flip, or not flip over at this point, but just lay all the way down and take supine pigeon as well if you'd rather. Big deep breaths. Last couple rounds. You do happen to be folded forward. End of your next exhale, rise back up. And then everybody lean back to uncross your legs and give them a nice little shake out for a moment. Shaky shake. And then we'll take a few rounds of windshield wipers, seated windshield wipers. So feet nice and wide. Take your knees to one side, and then the other side, and go slow. Don't rush through these. They're really therapeutic if you go slow. Feel into your hips, your pelvis, your low back. And then come back to center. And let's switch sides with that hip opener. So left on top, or just make sure you get both sides. If you did left before, do right this time. It can be this variation, this figure four, or double pigeon firelock. Sitting up tall, or reach your butt back as you hinge forward. About 5 to 7 rounds. Keep your ankles strong, your toes flexed and active. Good job, you guys. About 2 or 3 more breaths. And again, if you happen to be folded forward, start to lift your upper body back upright. Once again, lean back to uncross your legs, give them that nice little shake out. And before we go down onto our backs, this invitation to either just kind of gently little punches on your thighs, on those muscles of your thighs, or if you want, you can even massage them out a little bit. And then when you're ready, take it all the way down onto your back, and we'll take some windshield wipers on our back this time. So tee out your arms or goalpost your arms, feet wide, side to side, slowly and intentionally with your slow, intentional breath. These feel so good to me. Feel free to stay on one side if you want for a couple rounds of breath. Hold. Go ahead, come back to center. So finish the round you're on and come back to center. And hug your knees in. Take a gentle rock from side to side. Keep your right knee drawn in. Extend your left leg forward. Set it down. Scoot your hips over to the right long edge of your mat and then roll onto your left side. Extend your right arm out or goalpost your right arm. So supine spinal twist. Breathe down into your low back, low belly. End of your next exhale, roll back to neutral or back onto your spine. Keep your left leg extended. And kind of scoot your hips around so they're straight down from your shoulders again. Hug your right knee in, up, and out towards your right armpit. Give it a great big squeeze. And then half happy baby with your right leg. Sole of your right foot faces the sky. Imagine there's a heavy sandbag on top of your left thigh. Release your right leg. Take it out next to your left leg. Full body stretch, arms overhead. Breathe in as you reach and lengthen. And then draw your left knee up. Supine spinal twist is where we're headed. So scoot your hips to the left long edge of your mat. Reach your left arm out. Roll onto your right side body. Gaze up or over your left shoulder. Take big, deep breaths down into your belly. When you feel pretty even on both sides with your twists, come back to center. Just like we did on the other side. Adjust your hips and then draw your left knee up towards left armpit. Hands around the front of your shin, big squeeze. And then half happy baby with your left leg. After a couple rounds of breath and half happy baby, turn it into your full happy baby. You can rock it out side to side. You could extend one leg and then the other leg or both legs at the same time. Anywhere else you want to go to complete your own practice. And then eventually just start your own transition into your final resting pose, into your Shavasana. And just let your breath become effortless as you settle in. So let go of any control or manipulation of your breath. Really just let your body breathe you. This is just a very short, really question for you to reflect on, to feel into as you settle into your Shavasana. It just says, what would I choose if love and fullness shaped my decisions today? What would I choose if love and fullness shaped my decisions today? I don't know about you, but I definitely tend to make different decisions depending on whether I'm feeling full and open and soft and loving, or sometimes I feel like I'm in protective mode and I feel closed and rigid, hard, abrasive, even shut down. When we are able to live from our hearts, we make decisions out of love, out of fullness, out of openness, softness. So what does that feel like to be in your heart? What decision would you make? And I'm not asking this literally, but just hypothetically, what decisions would you make? What would you choose if love and fullness are shaping your decisions, your choices? I'm just getting curious about that as you melt into your Shavasana for these last few moments of class. All right, take a deep breath in and let it go. And just start to slowly and gently come back into your physicality. Start to wiggle fingers, toes. As you're ready, roll to either side, fetal position. A couple of breaths resting on your side, this nurturing pose. And then just use your arms to guide yourself up into seated meditation. So sit up nice and tall. Gather your hands to your heart. Close your eyes and bow your head to your heart. And just thank yourself, acknowledge yourself for being here today, for showing up, taking time to roll out your mat, to connect with your body, your breath, yourself in a really intentional way. Thank you so much, friends, for letting me guide you. Namaste. All right. Thank you, guys.
Amazing, per usual.
You're so nice, Wendy. Always make me
Thank
feel good.
It was
Thanks, guys.
beautiful. Thanks, Katie.
You're so welcome. Glad you could join us too, Marlia. Am I saying your name right? Marlia?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. I felt like Kim said it differently on one of the recordings I watched. I was like, am I saying her name wrong? Okay.
I
Thanks,
hope your
Gabby.
wrist feels better.
Oh my gosh, me too. Yeah, I fell down the stairs at the Masonic Temple. Do you know that? Like
Yeah.
with all those huge big stairs.
Oh,
It
shoot. Outside on the
was so bad.
cement.
What's that?
Oh,
Yeah, it was like so bad, but honestly, I was like grateful that I didn't break my leg or something. I was like, the
Yes.
worst thing that happened was my wrist, like, because I caught myself with my hand and then I had like a little scuffed up shin. But other than that, I had a big long
Oh,
coat on, so that kind of like cushioned the fall, but it was like so embarrassing.
oh my gosh. I'm
Yeah, it was
so
like
glad
over
it
a month
wasn't
ago.
worse.
And I just can't get it better. It's hard because I keep, putting weight on it and stuff. So I'm really trying to just not
Did
do.
you go on like a tour there?
No, it was the white party. Do you know the white
Oh,
party? No,
hmm. I
so it's
feel
like
like
this
I've heard
party where
that.
everyone dresses up in white and
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh,
and I
that's
wasn't
fun.
even drunk or anything. That's not why I'm like I didn't fall downstairs because I was drunk, okay? But I was wearing high heels and like I'm not good at in high heels, so I'm like
Oh,
anyway,
oh.
I'll be fine. I'm just glad I
okay,
didn't break
good.
anything.
That is
Anyway,
funny and sad.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, did anyone see that? Okay. Have a good one, you guys.
You too.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.